got it too.
So what's the result?
Yeah, it does look familiar.
So what's the result?
White breaks out.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You're totally sure?
No go.
Not a co.
Not a
Really?
go.
Oh, wait. That's not enough.
How sure are you that it's not a co?
Okay, so we got a couple problems. These are some challenge problems I want you to take some time and do. We got a little problem here, first off. So, who's got an answer? Well, what's the result, first of all?
White captures something.
White captures something.
Yes.
Yep.
Connects.
What if I told you it was co?
I don't believe it's co.
So you think you can keep it from being a co?
I think I can.
Do you want to play? All right. Oh! Wow.
Confidence in that.
All right. Okay. Avoided. Now. Black to play. I wasn't done with you yet. Hey, come on in.
Did you say black to play?
No, white to play.
Okay.
White to play.
And it's like,
Great. Yes. Have a seat. Did any of you guys see this movie? Anybody got a response?
that doesn't end in co?
That doesn't end in co. Would you like to start over? Does anyone disagree with Eric's first couples? We're working on this problem right here. White to play. Everybody agree it's a co?
So far.
Well, there is another thing I can do.
Okay. Now it is not a co at all.
I don't think you have time for that.
You don't have time. Nope. If you connect, yeah.
Yeah.
You capture if you extend, I'm going to take a liberty. So it is co. So it is co. There's another problem, which is a very similar shape with one extra liberty. Does that change whether it's co or not? Let's look at this problem. I have just
You're cheating!
shame and dishonor in my family. So, with an extra liberty, was Eric onto something? Anyway, this is a fun problem. So welcome back. It's Wednesday. Thanks everyone for coming. Oh, it's co. You can stop looking at it. It's co. No. Still nerd stuff. What's your name?
Oat.
Oh, nice to meet you. How strong?
I'm sorry?
How strong, do you know?
I'm just a beginner.
Oh, great. All right. Well, welcome. No worries. No worries. That's totally fine. All right. So this is sort of the end of our three-part. We've done like the last couple classes have had reviewing your game as a big theme and finding mistakes. We started with how to review stronger players' games. We then did. You're still looking at it. You don't. He is. Eric's still. Yeah. You think you see something? No? Oh, okay. I'm just asking. You look like you were still. Anyway, we started with reviewing stronger players' games, learning from stronger players' games. We then looked at how to review our own games, and then today I want to talk briefly about how to get your game reviewed by a stronger player. How many people did the simul this weekend with Kuma 6 Pro? Was it good? You listened to the lecture here. So I wanted to talk really quickly about some tips for getting your game reviewed if you happen to have a stronger player on hand to answer questions. There's a couple of things that I think are really important. I should just take this off the board. Okay. Because I've been to Go Congress a couple times, I've seen people get their games reviewed by strong players, and there's a couple things that people do wrong when they get their games reviewed by strong players. The first thing to do when you're getting your game reviewed by a strong player is to have a game record. I have a lot of people try and get up and review their game and they don't remember it, or they're not sure about a crucial part. First step is have a game record and have it, be familiar with it. Don't be like looking all over for where the next move is. You don't have to have it memorized, but you have to have what happened as close as possible, because when people are like, no, I don't remember, this was here, no, that happened first, it makes a big difference, right? Like it's a global effects on a small board, so it's really important that you have that game record. So piece of advice the first, please have a game record. Piece of advice the second, don't argue with the stronger player. Did you see anybody do that during the simuls where they played a game with Kuma and Kuma says, well, I can kill you, and they say, no, you can't.
There might have been a few. I know I played some moves that he didn't want me to play.
No, that's different. That's different when you're playing. When you're playing, you can get into an argument over the state of stones, and they'll resolve it for you. But it's during the review afterwards, where a lot of times I'll hear weaker players argue with the stronger player, where the stronger player says, you should have attacked this group. And he says, well, I wanted to do this thing, and I thought this was more important, and I really wanted to do this. And the stronger player says, well, you needed to attack this way. And they'll be like, but, I was thinking this, and I thought this, and it's like, okay, but the reason you're showing it to a stronger player is to get their opinion. So when you get their opinion, be sure that you listen to it. Don't argue with them about it. That brings us kind of naturally to point 3, which is that it's not as important what you are thinking. A lot of times I hear people explain themselves to the stronger player. The pro says, you should play here. And they say, oh, well, I thought this, I thought that. That's kind of useful if you end that with a question. Like, is that not as important as this thing you're showing me? To which they'll probably say yes, right? Or they'll give you some other piece of perspective. But it's important to make that a question and not just I'm going to tell you about my judgment, which was based on fallacious reading. Like if you're like, I thought this group was weak, and they tell you this group is alive, and you're like, but look, I really thought it was weak, and they're telling you it's alive, like that's not a productive conversation, and it's also not important to them what you thought, because they're telling you what you should have been thinking. So, as we talked a bit about the classes of mistakes, the best types of things to listen for when you're getting your games reviewed are errors in judgment, errors in evaluation. When you say, I thought I was way behind, so I attacked this, and they say, well, actually you're ahead, you should just play calmly. That's useful. And also judging about what the direction is some of the hardest types of mistakes to find for yourself. So really try and find when you can ask that question and see what you can do about that. So, and then pay attention to the small stuff. When they tell you, this makes a bad shape, this leaves some bad aji behind, like those are some important signals that they're trying to talk about, and that makes a big difference. So let's keep an eye out for that. So those are my 5 tips. Have a game record. Don't argue with them. Try not to explain yourself unless you have a precise question to ask. Oh, have a precise question to ask. And then listen for the judgment things. How their judgment and their evaluation of the situation is different. Those are all really useful. I wish I had an example of that, but I'll see if I can get a game reviewed by a stronger player at some point next week. Next week's class is the day before Thanksgiving, so we're going to call that one off, and we'll resume after Thanksgiving. So, sound good? I tried to give everybody lots and lots of different problems to work on, so we'll do that. Let's see. I want to talk really quick about something that I talked about a lot last week, which was not making your opponent's stone stronger. I'm not sure if the concept was a little vague, but there was this really brilliant example of not making your opponent stronger in a game like so. Oh, don't even worry about it. And I wanted to share that one with you. So if you don't mind, we're going to look at the first couple moves of some old game. I don't really remember who's playing. I remember it's an old game. It's not really necessary, I think. Let's see. Here. Okay, so. Check order.
Was this the 19th century games?
Let's see. Otoyuzo versus Shusaku. Oh wow, it's a Shusaku game. Didn't even mean to do a Shusaku game, yet here we are. Let's see, this is here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so here we are. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is all pretty normal. This is a little aggressive, but it's alright. This is kind of a tricky thing. So right now, there's a bunch of questions about how black is going to attack this creep. And white ignored this attachment to attach here. Black follows it up by playing here. So how does this development happen? What's the direction that each person takes? It's really useful. I feel like a lot of amateurs in this situation would try and do something fairly crazy, like cut or... Anyway, it's really... First we're going to go this way. And white's going to connect. And then we're just going to hane it. This is totally normal. White's going to connect like this. Sorry. And then when we hane, black would really like to get out in front of white, but he's got some aji with this press in here. And this is the point that I wanted to talk about, because if black just accepts the hane and pushes along on this line, this is okay for white, right? But of course, black's going to try and do better than that. Now what he's going to do is he's going to jump ahead, right? Now if white connects and black does this, it's like white hit black, got to jump ahead, and then white immediately tried to push in, right? And this would be Ajikeshi. Nobody would want to do this, right? On the other hand, if white does this, black's going to cut, which he does, right? Right? So now, if you're white, you need to save these stones. So how would you play here as white? If you crawl, it's kind of bad. This, I mean, there might be enough here for you to get a stone, but it's kind of rotten. What we'd really like to do is we'd really like, if black had to answer like this, we would be able to get up off of this line. So we're actually going to play here directly. Right? Now if black wants to kill us, he can. Right? And if he plays this, it's like black extended this way, white descended, or let's see here, where were we? It's like black had cut and extended and jumped, and then black tried to push in, right? So black doesn't really like this option either. So when white clamps, black stands up, right? He's not helping white develop. He still has the option to take these stones. Now, if you're white, you might say, hey, cool, I get this stone for free. There'd be a couple of things wrong with this. First, you'd give black a Sente move here, which isn't small, or you'd give black a development move here. Black doesn't have to take either one right now. He might return to attacking here. But either way, having these two options, by playing here instead, you're giving black these two possibly valuable things in exchange for this one thing which isn't maybe very good. So instead, white plays there, right? And now black does indeed come back to doing this. So he's not going to connect this stone. That would be really silly. Be an empty triangle, right? So do we want to see that sequence again? I really like this sequence as an example of this sort of push and pull that happens on the shape. So white highs and black attaches. And he has to do some fairly good reading here to find out that, you know, if he does this, you know, if white just bowls through, we just established this wasn't a good one. But white is going to try not to play the Atari that helps the opponent's stones develop, right? White just plays the attachment, right? This is, again, if black makes this exchange, it doesn't have as much of an effect on the stones that he's trying to attack. So he does this, which has the same threat. Now he can indeed. So right now, black can't do this. Once he's done this, he can, right? But it's not the stone that's important, it's the threat to capture. And that's important because these are cutting stones, right? Is this all right, maybe we'll try that one more time without me talking about every move. What do we think? All right, so here, attach, send, cut, clamp, extend. Clamp. Pretty cool, huh? So I thought that this whole sequence here was pretty nice. Maybe white should have just held himself to this. I don't know. I think that maybe feels a little slack. As it is with this stone here, you kind of want to, like having that here makes white able to do this one, right? Because otherwise, wow, after the clamp, you know, black has other options here to do damage to white. You know, if this stone isn't here, if this stone is black, if this stone is black, if this stone is black, like now this is not necessarily good for white, right? He'd just be running into that. But because this was a white stone, maybe he's like, cool, I can get away with this. All right, cool. So that's the sequence I want to talk about. I don't know if this. Did that make any sense at all about the idea of not helping your opponent's shape develop? Great, awesome. Let's look at some of these problems. If you guys want to take some time to try doing them, let's take a couple minutes and let's do them. All black to play. When you think you got an answer, move on.
And then you have to read the white move here doesn't work. The black can go there.
So what do we got?
Yeah, 'cause if
What do we got? I've got it. First, this one comes out short. White plays here. You have some problems.
Yes, you'll get run down.
Okay. Eric, you're really excited.
Apparently Eric wants
I'm
to do
excited.
it so much that he's moving
This
stones.
is here.
That's
That's
there.
important.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be some kind of ladder thing.
All right. So who wants to take white? Let's see if it works.
Well, I just want to do it. No, you can't do this.
Whoa, okay.
Did you see this one? So this is the squeeze technique.
So it didn't look like it worked when I was
It
playing
doesn't
with
look
it.
like it works, but now this Hane. If white plays Atari here, black will have two liberties, and he'll play here. That's Atari.
white is
You're right.
Now, why couldn't we see that in advance?
Because we didn't look at it long enough.
Because we didn't look at it long enough. That's a hard thing to believe. So,
Same perspective.
can we see it now? Can we visualize it from here?
Okay.
The sequence is pretty much unbranching, white Centauri the whole time.
Yes, got
So
it.
can we
Does it
practice
start
keeping
there?
the whole thing in
Yeah.
our head?
We're gonna turn white. and
Yes.
then dump
Do it again
Yes.
faster.
Okay.
No. In your head faster.
Oh.
It's like you got 20 seconds Byoyomi and you got to visualize the whole
We
thing.
don't need to say this.
See, it's cheating because now I know what this white shape looks like and the liberties they have,
Yeah.
and that makes it a lot easier. Where when you're doing the ladder, you're like, did I miss a spot? Did it have one extra? And you have to like go back and do it again, and you're like, wait, did it have? And then you get lost and you do it again. Then by the fourth time, you're like, oh right, so there are only two. I definitely made sure of that. Then it
And I've
works.
lost on time. Yeah,
Yes.
it's really rough.
The squeeze. Who knew?
Squeeze. Squeeze technique. It's a good one to know. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one is maybe the trickiest one. Let's move on. Let's skip this one. We'll leave this one for last. No matter how eager Eric is, we will still skip it and leave it for last. Eric. All right, this one. This one's really similar to the one in the Connect by capturing problems that we looked at 2 weeks ago. Who's got an answer? Raise 1, 2, 3. Strength. Yeah. Yes. Everybody. Almost everyone. What do you accept? Please. All right. Who wants to show?
I ended up with this.
That one. Anybody not get that as their answer? No. Nobody. All right. Cool. So show the sequence.
Do we have any white stones?
You ask a lot.
Thank you. So if white connects this way, they're dead in sort of like a net kind of thing. Would you like?
Do it real quick?
Okay, so if white tries to escape, you play inside.
Right. It's the throw in here.
And then when you take, it ends up being a
Connect and die
snapback,
situation.
connect and die kind of thing.
Connect and die. So, what are the other options?
If white connects this way,
Ah, that one's boring.
it's the same kind of thing. Play, dead.
Super dead.
That
That one.
That one. Ooh.
Did you look at that one?
So this one would end up being,
Because these two stones don't really matter. It's these 4 stones that matter.
yeah. So
So you didn't read this answer for white.
You'd play central. White, if they did this, would end up in another snapback sort of thing. If they did this, once again, another snapback. So they both die.
Okay.
So maybe I just
This should be a
dismissed that
move
one
that
out
you
of
should-
brilliance.
That wasn't what I was going to say. I was going to
A
suggest
mutant crow's nest.
sloth or something. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Mutant crow's nest.
It's got a little bit sticking out on the side there.
All right, this one. You got the last one. This one here should be straightforward. Everybody got this one?
Nope.
Nope. All right, we'll wait. We'll wait. There's no rush. No rush.
Alright, we're gonna come back to that. Let's try to think. Did we do one? I forgot already.
Maybe I think I've almost got it.
I think what I had doesn't work anymore.
Such confidence.
So now I'm thinking of it another way.
With the jump?
I know it starts with a throw.
I think it involves
Starts
throwing.
Or I feel like it should.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Does it
Throw and then cut above.
Oh, yeah?
That's what as
I
far
was
as
thinking
my
the other
reading
way
is
around.
going.
I think you give up with that stone.
I think you guys are full of cheese. I want to see somebody who's sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I hear the order of moves is important. Yeah, Dan? Tell you what, why don't you play black? Why don't you play white?
I'll play white?
No, you play black.
That's what I was
Play
thinking.
Oh, okay, me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Oh.
So,
Let's
of
demonstrate
course, now you showed me
surety.
the opposite of what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I was going to play this
Well,
first.
now I have to be
So,
able
Dan,
to
refute it.
that.
Refute it.
Refutinate. Beep boop, beep boop.
Do it. There we go. So what's your plan now, black?
Oh,
Take a big point in the corner.
Oh, poop.
yes, that is the right answer. So you can't fill first, so you do have to cut on top first, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, so what's the difference in that order? So now if black wedges, go ahead and show us, Dan. Show us your answer.
Originate.
Right. What did you imagine white does?
Pick a
No,
side.
tarring. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I did get it.
You'd have to.
I think try that one.
Yeah, one of the Atari, if he just does one of those connections, now you just
You
Yeah.
just hold them
Squeeze
in.
it,
That's
so-
right.
Sorry.
So he has to do one of these. Well, we should read that. We should read those connections because those connections are the move that refute our other moves,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
man, because you put that stone there on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black steps out.
Wrong.
No.
Nope.
Now white connects, and white is home free.
Yes.
So black.
So then, oh right, white,
Nope.
black plays
No.
just
here.
cut.
There.
That's
Okay.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
Now you throw it.
Now is your time. Seize
Connect
the
that.
opportunity. That's it. That's awfully familiar.
Oh, sorry, did you say there was a situation where this stone becomes important?
Isn't there?
Yeah,
Let's
because
see.
if
Could you show me?
maybe
Oh, I see.
I think it's just there to make the position look feasible.
Oh, okay.
well, I thought it was important.
Rewind. I thought there was a way you could
What was that?
force.
You mean trying the other way?
And then white.
Okay.
No, because you have to give up the
Then
stone.
black.
You're never going to go that way.
If white went this, no, that would be bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
Is there like a damage
I
control
was thinking that
situation for
maybe
white where they don't lose
if white-
everything?
Cut the
Oh.
lighter.
No, but
Instead.
then
If white does this,
But that's what I was thinking.
that's the closest. but it's
after
not,
black plays here,
Yeah, and then that doesn't make sense anymore.
black just plays here.
Yeah. It still doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not even a ladder anymore.
No, it's not. It doesn't even.
It's
All right.
double not a ladder.
Extra novel.
Redundancy.
All right, let's look at this one. This one is maybe the tricky one,
That stone is inefficient.
the trickier one. Eric, I know you're really sure.
I'm sure.
I know you're really sure. Give other people a chance to look at it.
Two.
You're sure too?
Pretty sure.
You're
Got
sure?
the right first move.
I liked my first move. I felt confident that it wasn't being too
Well,
greedy.
there's like, you can always play a safe first move.
369. Good first
Something
move.
like that.
No, not quite that many.
Not quite.
All right, let's see 6 or 7 moves here. Okay. All right. Wrong. White
Yeah.
descent.
White can also do that.
There's white shift.
Then we go there.
Now what?
So if white tries to push through, we go there,
Uh-huh.
and then we just protect the cutting points, and white's under attack.
That's right. This is important. How many eyes does white have in the corner?
No.
0.
0.
Zero.
Good. All right, cool. So this was the trickiest one because you had to realize that you weren't going to catch anything.
Yeah.
I did
The
not
solution
realize
here is not to, you did not get it?
that. I did not realize that these weren't a life and death problem.
Ah, yeah. This one is
Black
more
or
of
kill. You won't escape.
that's aggressive.
Yeah.
Optimistic, perhaps.
That involves reading a lot more than I'm up for reading right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Got a few extra liberties. So.
All right. Any other questions from this week? Because I guess we can start playing games. Dan, unless you have a copy of the game of your games, then I'd review them.
I did not bring any
All right, I'll bring
current
them.
records.
Okay, so guys, as always, if you play games and send me them with questions, I will answer your questions to the best of my ability. Did you know about this?
I'm only here for a month, so this will be my last class either way. Sad day. It's been cool getting back into Go for a month.
Yeah. Where are you going back to?
California.
Oh, lots of Go, California.
Yeah, Sacramento
Lots of Go, Sacramento.
has some, which is where I'll be next. I'm kind of all over the place.
All right.
Traveling man.
All right, so let's play some games.
Who's around 8Q?
I'm about 10Q.
That might work.
How strong are you there? Why don't you two play, actually? Because he's a beginner. Why don't you? We'll see. Just play and I'll watch and we'll see what we can find.
I'm gonna go slow.
Yeah.
I've been playing this open lately.
Okay, so we got a Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I played that one.
All right. First mistake. I flagged.
Which one?
I did this one.
By white or by?
The no seki white.
Oh, wow. Yeah, white. Is that Joseki?
Which one?
That
This one?
I don't know. When he goes here, I go there. It's not that bad.
Well,
This was the
Black, why
game.
didn't you capture?
Because I'd rather extend, get further on the side.
So if you had, so it's like this?
Yeah.
If
You
you
think I should just
capture,
Uh-huh.
what do you, it's white plays here.
Oh, then I can still extend, I guess.
Yeah, you
I want.
Do I do this?
if you want.
I guess I should probably.
to go.
Can I
think
can do
yours
this
go
instead
there.
of this,
Yeah,
right?
That's,
Yeah.
I mean,
Now I can extend farther.
yeah, he can extend really far.
Right.
Right. Whereas when you connect here, right, it's still, yeah, in this case, capturing the stone is a simpler way to make your position.
I thought about it.
Yeah?
So how does that make this move not Joseki? Because this still seems like after I go here that it's a relatively even result.
Like this?
Well, it's my yeah. So I do this.
All right, fine.
Let's say I do
put
this,
here.
and then I go there. This.
And black can go pretty far because he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Could black have done something better after white's
He could
deviation?
do this.
I mean, even further back.
So we're like this.
Oh, yeah, right.
So, yeah,
think
instead
this
of the
is-
Atari.
He could take the corner.
Because obviously I'm not going to connect the stone
He
in
could
the
take the
Ataris.
corner.
Yeah.
And now if white plays here, I think black's happy to play one more. You're not going to let me Hane at the head of 2
Yeah.
and slide. And black has a really huge corner.
I guess that's enough.
I would say that the territory is better than the influence. I would still probably say that the territory, this is not a thing.
So far away.
Not a thing.
And black is safe, so black can play.
Right. Once
Right.
this is a solid group, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
No weak groups.
This is, yeah. Moreover, this is not Joseph.
You have to do this.
Do you think that
Yeah,
the corner is the better direction instead of the side?
I do because this is out here, and in this case, it's going to be a big corner, right? Like white's shape isn't really ideal, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could-
Right, and it gives black the slide.
black slides.
Yeah.
I don't see anything to write home about here for white. I guess you got Sente. Yes, you know, I'd take black. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let's keep on going to the game though. Yeah, black connected, white, and then black jumped one space.
Do you have to jump one space?
The whole point for me
okay.
playing here was to
Reduce
get on the side, so
And then white plays.
that's what I did. And
I
white,
need an
yeah.
extension.
And then,
Did you do that now? I thought you did this corner. This.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I
right.
did
That
this
was,
first.
this was here for a
and then I
long time.
jumped in here.
Why did you jump into the corner?
Because it seemed like a doable thing. Okay. And this seemed like it was already pretty strong.
Right.
So it's using this stone to do something here.
Should I just do this now? I
Um,
play here in the game.
yeah, just extend it. It's fine. Black doesn't want to push you.
Yeah, so at this point I just jumped.
A bolt.
Terrible move.
And then,
No, it's okay. Connecting your stones together means that black stones aren't.
did I play it here? Yeah.
This all looked a little
Yeah.
smaller.
And this was a little,
That one by white is questionable.
This one?
Yeah, you're
Just
already
Tanuki?
connected. You don't need to catch this one stone. Don't Tanuki, but cast a large net.
Too thin. Is black gonna cut on through?
No.
Right into the center.
Whereas once you switch this, and black connects here, one of these,
just think about. Yeah, I feel like it's all about like interpretation. I don't. What much is it?
Yeah,
black, white,
so
black.
white isn't going to do that. White's going to go here. And you are happy to do this. So he's cut with bad shape.
I see.
You have.
I'm not
there.
worried about this group is out. It's okay.
This is Sente,
Yep.
right? Because this turn is Sente, you basically are guaranteed an eye around here if you have to make it. Right?
Okay. So a little bit too paranoid about the life of that group.
And I don't know if this is the one. Maybe you do this one. Maybe you do this one. That one's fine too. You can't be paranoid about the life of this group because of this. If you catch those two stones, do you kill black?
Yep.
Right, just straight up, done. It's not even the L group. So. So here. Back to the Black, you got away from her.
Yeah, this is where
Black jumps here.
What did black do? I think
we
black
extended.
there,
Oh, okay.
which looks a little,
This,
Yeah.
or did I jump
No,
there?
you extended.
Extended.
Pretty sure you
did I do this yet, or did I do this first?
No, you went into the corner.
I think I.
'Cause you to
Either
me-
way, you see why I want you to do this now?
Yeah. I thought about that, of course. I thought about it all from the way from the beginning, but it seemed like
But
there were
why-
bigger moves earlier
But I
in the
mean, like,
game.
why now?
Oh,
Like, why this one instead of this one?
because this is just trying to, white's already strong here. This is building the Moyo. And-
Right, this is treating this lightly,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
There's not, since black's alive, or since white's alive,
White's on,
it's not an attack.
yeah,
So since we're not attacking, we
Yeah.
should go make something big.
okay.
Cool. All right, so white came in. Black.
Yeah. And black. Did I do that right away?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
right,
I remember that.
that's right. And
I
Tsunuki-
ignored.
Yeah, you played
Now
there,
Tsunuki.
so then I
Now-
played.
Wow. Wow.
So this was
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is an unfinished shape here, and black would be really happy to come like all the way to here, right? You would be happy to get this because this slide leaves
6-space extension?
because this slide leaves the white group floating. So like if white pinches, you're happy to
Oh, yeah.
jump
Yeah.
because you're gonna get something over here, right? Like this is a weird shape and it's unfinished, and I think that black can go this far because this is here, right? And when black gets this here again, it's like white doesn't really have any nice way to deal with it. Like, congratulations, it's Gote, right? You just connect. It was Gote again. Like this is a really unfinished shape. But like, holy cow, you're gonna give him a lot of points. I don't know. I think black can get this. It's almost your right to get this because of this shape like this. I think when you see something hanging out like that, like, holy cow, make this exchange. Treat it as a forcing exchange, then go back and make the Moyo bigger, right?
Okay. Yeah, so then black played there. Right.
Fun fact, a black move here is similarly big because this invasion has the same, anyway. All right, so
So white,
you Tsunuki this.
he did.
Okay, so you made no aji.
Did I do that?
no.
No.
I don't think I
The
did.
next thing you did over here was this jump or something,
Hmm.
but I don't
it
remember
was
if
in
the
this
exact
area.
order.
You gave up a
Something
lot
else.
for these two moves.
Well, I think, yeah, see, I think I had this shape earlier because I got this in, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
So.
Right now, those two are both kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, right. So, but now in the game, did I play something over here? or-
Then I do remember there being a one-space jump out here because I
Okay.
was thinking it would have been bigger over
Did you
here.
do this? Did you do this one?
No, I never got that in. I don't think I got that in. What did we do over here? Something later. Oh, maybe I captured this now. I did capture it at some point.
I think you did that when White.
So you think I did this first?
I don't think you wouldn't capture that stone now.
What would you
Yeah.
do now that you're
Now,
looking at the board? So let's
I'm
put it this
tempted
way.
Did I do this? Because I did that
Oh,
at some point.
maybe you did.
Yeah, and it's logical after this to do this.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, can I remember what I did? I think I may have done this.
Yeah, right. Right. I played there, you played
And
there.
this.
Does that make you capture this stone?
Maybe that's when I captured the stone, right?
And
I
then
don't think I would.
turn.
Did
I still think it's almost better for you to come back and make sure that there's no Haji up here, but it's pretty good.
I felt like I was,
But
anything you tried to do would just make me stronger in there. Now I jumped here.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's where you had to
Right,
tell
and
yourself.
that's where I had the,
Because he didn't follow that.
yeah.
Alrighty though, I think there's a couple interesting things here. First is this Joseki. Then is White getting a little preoccupied, giving this up, the importance of the shape here. That's a couple good things to look at right there.